paper. I had even set it for the NEET crash course student. So we'll be discussing about this multiple choice questions of the chapter transportation in plants. So we have nearly around 50 questions which we'll be solving today. Okay. So the amount by which water potential is reduced due to presence of solute is called. What is this called as? Is it called as pressure potential, solute potential, metric potential? None of these. What is the answer for this? Students, what is the answer for this? So B is the answer. Yes, it is defined as solute potential. The answer is B, solute potential is the answer. The most abundant solute in phloem sap is it potassium ions, glucose, sucrose, or starch? What is the answer for it? Very true. It
Sucrose.
is sucrose. Sucrose is the answer. C, sucrose is the answer. The form of sugar transported through phloem is, which is the form of sugar transported through phloem?
Sucrose.
Yes,
Sucrose.
sucrose. It is a same thing, but they have asked in a different way the question. The answer is sucrose. Phloem conducts food by perforated
Perforated
sieve
sieve
plates.
plates.
Yes, the answer is perforated sieve plates. They are cytoplasmic fibrils, a continuous cytoplasmic fibrils is formed in this sieve tube. So they have this perforated sieve plates, which helps in establishing a continuous cytoplasmic fibrils or channels is there. So that is what we have. So phloem conducts food by the perforated sieve plates. So the force developed in cortex of root, which pushes water to xylem of root from soil, is by the force developed in
Root
cortex
Root
pressure.
of
pressure.
root.
Root pressure.
Okay. Yes, it is the root pressure. So D is the answer. The force developed in cortex of root, which pushes water to xylem of root from soil. Okay, so let me check it again, whether it is root pressure or osmotic pressure. So fifth one, the answer is osmotic pressure. See, from the xylem to the atmospheric pressure, due to the atmospheric pressure, that is nothing but root pressure. So the force developed in cortex of root, which pushes water to xylem of root from soil, is by osmotic pressure. Okay, the answer is B, osmotic pressure, not root pressure. It is by osmotic pressure. So the multi-directional flow of a variety of organic and inorganic solutes, it occurs through multi-directional flow. Where does it occur?
Phloem.
Yes, C
Phloem.
is the answer. Phloem is the answer. Okay. The given diagram shows a potato plant forming new tubers. Which route would be taken by most of the food at this time? So there are numberings that they have given. Which route would it be taken? The first one is so by most of the food at the time. So the first one they have given it as so which is the route that it would take? It starts from six from the leaf, six, five, uh, two is there. One aspect is six, five, two, and three. So there is another aspect that is six, five, four, and one. Any of this has to be the right answer. So the answer is six, five, two, three. So six, five, two, three. Okay, it flows through the root and reaches. So they are stored uh, in the underground stems as food. So 6523, or is it 6541, which is the answer of it? Seventh one,
Option
B,
B.
option B, 6523. That is the answer.
B, sir.
Yes, this is the option. B is the answer. The apparatus used to measure osmotic pressure of a solution is known as, what is it known as?
Osmometer.
Manometer.
Osmometer
Osmometer.
is the
Okay, sir.
answer. Osmometer is the answer. In osmosis, there is movement of solute only, solvent only, both A and B, neither solute nor solvent.
Solvent
Both
only.
A and B.
Solvent only.
B is the right answer, solvent only. Movement of solvent only from a region of higher water potential to a region of lower water potential through a semi-permeable membrane. So answer is solvent only. Root hair absorb water from the soil on account of, is it turgor pressure, or is it osmotic pressure, suction pressure, root pressure? So root hair absorb water from the soil on account of which pressure is it? See, it is on the,
Root pressure.
no, not root pressure. It is on account of
Option A.
turgor pressure from the root hair into the xylem. That is by osmotic pressure, but absorbing it from the soil, so it is on account of the turgor pressure. A, turgor pressure. Okay. Osmotic pressure of a solution is greater than pure solvent, less than pure solvent, equal to pure solvent, less than or greater than pure solvent. So osmotic pressure of a solution is, so is it less or greater than pure solvent? See, osmotic pressure of a solution is greater than pure solvent. You should understand osmotic pressure of a solution which has solute. It is greater than the pure solvent. Okay, so that you have to remember about osmotic pressure of a solution is greater than pure solvent. The water potential and osmotic potential of pure water are, so pure water, what is the water potential and osmotic potential value? See, osmotic potential is nothing but solute potential, another name.
100.
Very true. The answer is 0 and 0. The water potential and osmotic potential of pure water are 0 and 0. Okay. In the 13th one, in an osmoscope of fresh and peeled potato, concentrated sugar solution is filled in the cup. It is then placed in a petri dish containing water with a few drops of saffron in. It shows, what does it shows? Endosmosis and inner solution becomes pink. Endosmosis, inner solution does not become pink. Exosmosis, the cup becomes limp. No osmotic phenomenon is observed. What happens there? So endosmosis takes place and the inner solution does not become pink because the cell walls, the cell membranes are selectively permeable. They don't allow everything to enter inside. So endosmosis takes place and the inner solution does not become pink. So B is the right answer for 13th one. The right answer is B for 13th one. 14th, if a cell increases in volume when kept in a solution, the solution must be, if a cell increases in volume when kept in a solution, the solution must be, is it hypotonic?
Hypotonic.
Very true. The answer is the solution should
Hypotonic.
be hypotonic. Only then the water can enter inside the cell. So hypo, Hypo, hypotonic is the answer. A is the answer. So when water moves through a semi-permeable membrane, which of the following is created? When a water moves through the semi-permeable membrane, which of the following is created? Osmotic pressure, solubility pressure, turgor pressure, wall pressure. What is created when water moves through a semi-permeable
A.
membrane?
Osmotic pressure.
Yes, A is the right answer. Osmotic pressure is created when a water moves through a semi-permeable membrane. The thin film of water covering the soil particles and held strongly by attractive forces is called the thin film of water covering the soil particles and held strongly by attractive forces is it called as capillary water, gravitational water, runaway water, or is it called as hygroscopic? So which is the answer for this? So soil particles holding up this film of water covering, we call it as hygroscopic, and they are held strongly by attractive forces called as hygroscopic. The answer is hygroscopic. In rainy season, the doors and windows swell up due to
Imbibition of water.
Inhibition.
yes. So imbibition of water.
Inhibition
Okay.
of water.
Okay. Imbibition of water. You might pronounce it as imbibition. Don't pronounce it as inhibition. Okay, it is imbibition or imbibition, however you pronounce it as. So the RBCs and the plates, plant cell with thick cell wall are placed in distilled water. Distilled water means it is pure water without any solute. The solute concentration is same in both the cells. What changes would be observed in them? A, both plant cells and RBCs would not undergo any change. B, the RBCs would increase in size and burst, while the plant cell would remain about the same size. C, the plant cell would increase in size and burst, while the RBCs would remain about the same size.
Both plant cell and option A.
See, the answer is option B. The RBCs would increase in size and burst, while the plant cell would remain about the same size. See, the cell wall is helping in the retention. They are very much sturdy. You know that the cell wall is sturdy and maintains the structure of the cell. Even when there is turgidity, the walls are not going to burst open. So they help in maintaining the shape of the cell. But RBCs, they do not have the cell wall, they just have cell membrane. So what happens is they increase in size and burst whenever they are placed in distilled water, which is pure water. So the RBCs would increase in size and burst, while the plant cell would remain about the same size because of the cell wall. In a plant cell, the shrinking of protoplasm is called. What do you call the shrinking of protoplasm in a plant cell?
Plasmolysis.
Yes, we call it as plasmolysis or plasmolysis. So A is the answer. 20th, which can preserve foodstuff? Sugar and vinegar, salt and sugar, vinegar, all of these. Which
Sugar.
can see all of these are preservatives. Even sugar is a preservative. If you a large amount of sugar is there, the food doesn't get spoiled. So salt is also used for preserving certain food, isn't it? Pickles. Then there are dry fish, so which are all salted varieties of it. So salt and sugar and vinegar, all of these are can preserve the food stuff. Okay. A red blood cell was kept in a solution for a few minutes where it got burst. That is, RBC was kept in
Hypertonic.
a solution. The solution taken was, what was the solution? It
Hypotonic.
was
Hypotonic.
hypotonic.
Hypertonic.
Okay, 21st, A is the answer, hypotonic. See, identify the means of transport represented below and the structure as A. So identify this means of transport. See, from the membrane, they are taken up and they are liberated inside the cell. So A, what is A? These are the transported molecules and what is A? So there is the type of transport and A, both you should identify. So A, it is active transport and the answer is active transport and A pump protein, or is it facilitated diffusion and A is transport protein? Simple diffusion, A is transmembrane protein. Facilitated diffusion, A is pump protein. So the answer is B, facilitated diffusion, and A is the transport.
Revision and transport protein.
Okay, so this is the answer for 22nd. The answer is B. 23rd, if psi W equals water potential, psi S equals solute potential, psi P equals pressure potential, then select the correct equation showing their interrelation. So what is the correct equation which shows their interrelation? So which is the correct equation showing their interrelationship? So B is the answer. Psi water potential is sum of solute and pressure
Presentation is
potential.
not visible, sir.
This one, presentation, is it not visible now?
It's
For all of you,
visible.
is it visible or not? It
It's
is
visible.
visible. Okay. See, the psi WB is the right answer. Psi water potential equals psi sum of pressure potential and solute potential. Okay. So that is the answer. So 24th, phenomenon of plasmolysis occurs when cells are kept in hypertonic solution, cells are kept in hypotonic solution, cells are kept in isotonic solution, none of these. When does this phenomenon of plasmolysis occur?
Cells are kept in hypertonic solution.
Hypotonic.
When cells are kept in hypertonic solution compared to cell sap, then the plasmolysis occurs. So A is the answer for 24th. Cell wall of plant cell is semi-permeable, selectively permeable, fully permeable, impermeable.
Fully permeable.
Very true. Cell wall of plant cell is fully permeable. Okay. They allow the easy entry of water and solution. The solutes dissolved in the solvents, that is the solution also, they allow it. So fully permeable cell wall of plant cell. Which of the following biological membrane is semi-permeable? So fish and
All of
animal bladders,
All of this.
egg membrane, plasma membrane, all of these. So all of these are semi-permeable. 26th, all of these is the right answer. 27th, recognize the figure and find out the correct statement. So recognize the figure and find out the correct statement. So this is a Thistle funnel experiment, isn't it? So sucrose solution, initial level and final level, there is an increase. And this is the semi-permeable membrane, water. So the figure shows, and find out the correct statement. This figure shows the demonstration of rate of transpiration by Thistle funnel experiment, the demonstration of the rate of osmosis by potato osmometer, the demonstration of osmosis by Thistle funnel experiment, the demonstration of translocation of mineral solutes up a plant. What is this experiment
C.
demonstrating?
Option
The
C.
demonstration of osmosis by the
Osmosis by
Thistle funnel.
Thistle funnel experiment. Okay, the demonstration of osmosis by Thistle funnel experiment. So that is the answer. 28, a semi-permeable membrane could be membrane of an egg. To get the semi-permeable membrane after removing the yolk and albumin through a small hole at one end of the egg, and place the shell. The eggshell should be placed in concentrated solution of sucrose, concentrated solution of HCl, dilute solution of HCl, or dilute solution of H2SO4. Where should it be placed to obtain
HCl.
this H?
Concentration solution of sucrose.
Dilute solution of HCl.
The answer is
Option C.
dilute solution of HCl. Okay, they dissolve. See, shell is made up of calcium, isn't it? So calcium carbonate and other things. So the dissolution of calcium carbonate, it can be brought about by the dilute solution of HCl. Okay, so the answer is C, dilute solution of HCl. Now they choose the correct combination of labeling the potato osmoscope experiment. So what is the correct level of labeling? So A, is it the final level? B, is dot pin, A is final level, B is dot pin, C is the initial level. Okay, A final level, B dot pin, C is initial level, D is sugar solution, E is potato tuber. So which of them has this correct combination?
Option A.
Option A.
Option A is the correct one. A is the final level. B is the dot pin. Dot pin is nothing but gun pin, what we call it as. C is initial level. D is sugar solution. E is potato tuber. A is the answer for this. This is potato osmometer, okay, or potato osmoscope. The process of plasmolysis is usually reversible, irreversible, active, both A and C.
Both A and C.
Wrong.
Both A and C.
Yeah.
The process of plasmolysis is usually reversible. See, plasmolysis is only A is the answer. See, active it cannot be. What do you mean by active process? It is spending energy. For plasmolysis, they don't spend energy for plasmolysis to take place. Okay, it's a physical process. It is exosmosis. Okay, the water is lost from the cell when it's placed in a hypertonic solution. Only reversible process. You can reverse this plasmolysis by placing it in pure water or hypotonic solution. Okay, so the answer is A, 30th A. See, solute potential of a solution is always equals to 0, less than 0, greater than 0, greater than 1. See, solute potential of a solution is negative value, Salva. So it would
Greater
always
than.
be lesser than 0. See, solute potential of a solution is always negative and values. Pressure potential is positive. Solute potential is negative values. So B is less than 0. So 31st, B is the answer. Less than 0 is the answer. The osmotic pressure of pure and clean water is
0.
okay. The osmotic pressure of pure and clean water is 0. So the 32nd, the answer is A. Consider the following statements. Osmosis is a process of transport of water across a semi-permeable membrane, down the water potential gradient, up the water potential gradient, actively, passively. Of these statements, which are correct? Okay, so it is down the water potential gradient and passively. So 1 and 4 are correct. So which is that? D is the answer.
Option B.
1 and 4 are correct. It's a passive process and it is down the water potential gradient. It is not against or up the water potential gradient. It is down the water potential gradient and passive. Okay. So the 33rd, the answer is D. 34th, which of the following has the higher water potential? 1 molar salt solution, 1 molar sugar solution, distilled water, all have equal water potential. Which of the following has the higher water potential? Distilled water is the
Distilled
answer.
water.
Reason is they are pure water, so their value would be 0. So distilled water is the highest, has the highest water potential. C is the answer. If some solute is dissolved in pure water, okay, its water potential, does it increase or decrease if solute is added?
Decrease.
It
Its water
decreases.
potential decreases. Okay, C is the answer. Read the following statements and find out the incorrect statement. A. More the solute concentration in funnel, greater will be the pressure required to prevent water from diffusing in it. B. Numerically, osmotic pressure is equivalent to osmotic potential, but the sign is opposite. Okay. C. Osmotic pressure is negative pressure, while osmotic potential is positive. D. In plant cells, the cell membrane and protoplasm together are important determinants of movement of molecules in or out of the cell. So here they have asked you to find out the incorrect statement. C is the incorrect statement. Osmotic pressure is positive pressure while osmotic potential is negative. Okay, so C is the incorrect statement, whereas all the other things are correct statement. Okay, so the 36th C is the answer. So it is the incorrect statement. Rather, the correct statement is osmotic pressure is positive while osmotic potential is negative. Osmotic potential can also be called as solute potential. So it is negative values. See, transport of water in minerals in xylem is transport of organic and inorganic nutrients is you have to find out. So transport of water and minerals in xylem is unidirectional. Transport of organic and
Option
inorganic
B.
nutrients are by multidirectional. Okay, so unidirectional and multidirectional. B is the answer. A is unidirectional, B is multidirectional. So 38th, terrestrial plants take up huge amount of water daily, but most of it is lost to the air through.
Transpiration.
Yes, most of it is
Transpiration.
lost through transpiration, which is not a characteristic feature of imbibition. Heat is generated, it is reversible phenomenon, involve capillarity and absorption. It does not depend upon affinity between imbibant and imbibate, which is not a characteristic of imbibition. Heat is generated, it is reversible phenomenon, involve capillarity and adsorption. It does not depend upon affinity between imbibant and imbibate. So which is the not a characteristic feature of imbibition. So 39th, see, it is not dependent upon affinity between imbibant and imbibate is a wrong characteristic. It is dependent upon affinity between imbibant and imbibate. Okay, imbibition is dependent upon affinity between imbibant and imbibate. Here they have said it does not depend upon. So it is a wrong characteristic. So D is the answer. Which is not a characteristic, or which is the wrong characteristic of imbibition is D is the wrong characteristic. Remaining are all correct characteristic. The cytoplasm of adjacent plant cell is connected to each other by. I think this is easy.
Plasmodesmata. Plasmodesmata.
The
Plasmodesmata.
answer is plasmodesmata. Cytoplasmic connections, we call it as plasmodesmatal connection or plasmodesmata. Which of the following is the correct pathway of absorbed water in the roots of the plants? Okay, so which is the correct pathway? Soil water, root hair cell, cortical cells, pericycle, passage cells, xylem. Or is it soil water, root hair cell, passage cells, cortical cells, xylem, pericycle? Soil water, root hair cells, pericycle, cortical cells, passage cells, xylem. Soil water, root hair cell, cortical cells, passage cells, pericycle, and xylem. Which is the correct option?
C.
D is the correct option. See, water flows through, so from soil it enters the root hair cell. From root hair cell they enter cortical cells. From cortical cells they are going to enter into the passage cell, which is found on endodermis. Passage cell doesn't have this Casparian thickenings or suberin deposition. That is the reason we call it as passage cells. After the passage cell is the pericycle, then finally it is the xylem. So 41st D is the right answer. Soil water, root hair cell, cortical cells, passage cell, pericycle, and xylem. Okay, this is the correct choice. Cohesion transpiration pull theory operates only in passive water absorption, active water absorption, conditions favoring transpirations, condition restricting transpiration. So, hey, so when does the cohesion transpiration pull theory operate? So what is the answer for it? See, this operates passive water absorption only in passive water, operates only in passive water absorption. So the 42nd, the answer is A. Passive water absorption, cohesion, transpiration, pull theory operates in only in passive water absorption. One factor responsible for water rising up to 100 meters of tall plant is, which is that factor?
Transpiration pull.
Transpiration.
Transpiration pull.
Yes, the answer is transpirational pull. 43rd B is the answer. Which of the following criteria does not pertain to facilitated transport? Which of the following criteria does not pertain to facilitated transport? Is it requirement of special membrane proteins, high selectivity, transport saturation, uphill transport? Facilitated diffusion we are talking about. It requires special membrane proteins, that is correct criterion. Highly selective, that is also correct criterion. Transport saturation can also reach when all the protein channels in the cell membrane, they are going to undergo facilitated diffusion, they undergo saturation, that is also right. Uphill transport you find only in the active transport, not in facilitated transport or facilitated diffusion. Facilitated diffusion is a passive process and it is with the concentration gradient and it is not against the concentration gradient. Now, in case of this facilitated transport, uphill transport means it is against the concentration gradient. So this is the wrong criteria. It does not pertain to facilitated transport. Uphill transport is not seen in facilitated diffusion or facilitated transport. So 44D is the answer. A metal ion involved in stomatal regulation is. So which is the metal ion involved in stomatal regulation? Potassium ion
Potassium.
pump theory. Potassium is the answer. So there is this potassium ion pump theory to to establish this opening and closing of stomata. So the most accepted theory is carrier ion pump theory or potassium ion pump theory. Okay, so potassium is the metal ion involved in stomatal regulation. So 46 guard cells help in transpiration, guttation, fighting against infection, protecting against grazing. What is the role of
Transpiration.
guard cells? Guard cells help in?
Transpiration.
So transpiration. 46th, the answer is A, transpiration. 47th, transpiration facilitates electrolyte balance, opening of stomata, absorption of water by roots, excretion of minerals. What does transpiration facilitate? So they help in absorption of water by roots. Okay, transpiration facilitates the uptake of water or absorption of water by roots. Minerals absorbed by roots moves to the leaf through xylem, phloem, sieve tubes, none of the above. How are the minerals absorbed by root?
Xylem.
So it is A,
Xylem.
xylem. Okay, it is by xylem. The minerals move to the leaf through xylem. As water and minerals move towards the vascular cylinder of a root, before that, they must enter the cytoplasm of. As water and minerals move towards the vascular cylinder of a root, before that, they must enter the cytoplasm of xylem cells, cortex cells, endodermal cells, pericycle cells. So where should they
Xylem
enter?
cells.
So
Endodermal cells.
cytoplasm of endodermal cells, they should enter before they enter into the uh, cylinder. Vascular cylinder indicates it is xylem. Okay, the question was for 49th, isn't it? 49, the answer is C, endodermal cells. The energy source that mainly drives the upward flow of water is, okay, upward flow of water. What is the energy source? Light, sucrose, solar heat, glucose. Which is the energy source that drives it upward? Evaporation ಆಗಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? So for transpiration, so the answer is solar heat. So the upward flow of water is facilitated by the solar heat, which brings about transpiration, the evaporation. So transpiration is loss of water in the form of water vapor. So that water vapor, it has to get evaporated, and that happens through the transpiration, and that is facilitated by the solar heat. So 50th, solar heat is the right answer. Okay, so that completes our discussion of today's session of multiple choice questions.